Race 3 is another group race. It's run over the same distance as our previous race, that being the Princess Elizabeth Stakes. This, though, is the Diomed Stakes, the Investec Diomed Stakes. Let's have a look back at the last 10 winners of this particular race. Well, in terms of favourites, not dissimilar to the last race. We've got a handful of winning favourites, most recently Century Dream winning it last year, Tullius in 2016, the classy Arod in 2015, and Gregorian for the champion trainer John Gosden back in 2013. But you'll spot the name Andrew Balding in there a couple of times, and we'll be looking at one of his runners in just a few moments' time. But before that, let's have a look at some of the trends. Don't forget, this race is open to the 3-year-olds and upwards, but it's generally speaking the older horses who win it. But on price, 4 of the last 10 winners were market leaders. The last run, 4 of the 10 winners won on their last run before contesting this, the Diomed Stakes. The ratings, 9 of the 10 winners were rated at 107 or higher. And in terms of group race wins, 4 of the 10, 40%, had at least one win in a group race. So in terms of stats, I might be taking a little bit of a chance on this one, but we're going to be having a look at, well, we'll see the runners first up. Chief Ironside, number 1. Master of the World, Mordin. Oh, this is our Zaki and Zabriskie. But right down the bottom is a horse we're going to be having a look at, that being Bye Bye Hong Kong, the mount of Sylvester de Souza. Now, in terms of the jockey, it is no bad thing to have that man aboard if this is your selection, because in terms of his record at Epsom, he runs something like a 25% record overall from 200 plus rides at Epsom. He truly is a master of it. Indeed, he was second in the Derby last year. It might just be that he goes one better this year. We'll talk about that later. But Bye Bye Hong Kong is his mount in this particular race. Now, as I said, this race is generally a race for the older performers, more established performers, the likes of Tullius, Sovereign Debt, they won it, grand old campaigners. This one is only a 3-year-old. It's a rare runner for a 3-year-old in this particular race in the Diomed Stakes. They don't often run in it, hasn't been one for a couple of years. And indeed, if you're looking back that far, we haven't had a 3-year-old win this race for 25 years, stretching back to 1994. But he's 2 from 2 this season. He's a classy individual in that he's got group-placed form as a juvenile. As I said, his trainer Andrew Balding knows exactly what it takes to win this, and it could be a really good day, all told, for the connections, because Bye Bye Hong Kong, of course, owned by King Power Racing, and the same owners as Bangkok, who will run in the Derby. We'll be talking about him in a few moments' time. But Bye Bye Hong Kong, I'm going to take a chance on the 3-year-old getting the better of his elders in the Diomed.